Hey, Dave and Dustin, this is Joanne Ecton coming at you from Nashville, Tennessee. And I want to take just a moment and share my Be Legendary experience with you. Now, 4 days after I came back from the event in Tampa, I was lined up to do a speaking engagement at a local professional group. Now, I think I shared with you at the event that I come from a corporate background, and I'd seen hundreds of really boring presentations where the speaker relied on the slides in his PowerPoint presentation to deliver the message. So instead, when I watched Dave on the stage, I learned how to become center stage using words and gestures and bringing the audience in to what I have to say. And the slides were just background noise. So let me tell you about my experience. I show up for this speaking engagement. There's 24 people in the room. And we sat down and we had dinner. We had everything set up. We sat and had dinner. And right after dinner, the organizer stood up and tapped his knife on the glass. And he said, "This is Joanne Ecton, and she's going to speak to you tonight about thus and such. And Joanne, you're up." Stellar introduction, right? So then I walked to the front of the room. And the first thing I noticed was they had shut off the projector. So nothing was ready for me to start. And that could have been a total disaster, right? But it wasn't. I took what I learned at the Be Legendary event and just dealt with it. I learned from Dave how to put that in the background. I had the audience answering questions. I had them saying yes. I had them following directions. And by the time the slides were ready, it just slid right into the presentation and everything was great. So at the end of the night, let me just tell you, long story short, I took what I learned at the event, rolled it into my presentation. I had 15 people out of the 24 people in the room sign up at the end of the evening. And this was an event where I could not sell. So 15 people out of 24, that's 62.5%. 62.5% of the people signed up with me that night. So if there's anyone out there who's on the fence about working with Dave and Dustin, just think about what a 62% conversion rate would do for you and your business. So Dave and Dustin, you guys really are legends, and thank you for sharing your gifts with me.